Parvovirus B19, it is also known as erythrovirus B19, is a very small virus, measures only 22 nanometer. It is non-enveloped virus having single-stranded DNA genome. Genome is native strand DNA, but there is no virion polymerase. Capsid has icosahedral symmetry and there is only one serotype. Transmission and epidemiology. B19 virus is transmitted primarily by respiratory route. Transplacental transmission also occurs. Blood donated for transfusion can also transmit virus. Infection occurs worldwide, but half the people in United States older than 18 years have antibodies to the virus. Humans are natural reservoir of this virus. Animals are not a source of human infection. Pathogenesis. B19 virus infects primarily two types of cells: erythroblasts or red blood cells precursors in bone marrow which account for aplastic anemia, and endothelial cells in blood vessels which account for rash which is associated with erythema infectiosum. Immune complexes composed of virus and IgM or IgG antibodies also contribute to the pathogenesis of disease. Infection provides lifelong immunity against reinfection. Clinical findings. There are 5 important clinical manifestations which include erythema infectiosum, aplastic anemia, fetal infections, arthritis, and chronic B19 infection. Erythema infectiosum is also known as slap cheek syndrome or fifth disease. It is an exanthematous illness primarily of childhood. This is a mild disease. It is characterized by a bright red rash that is most prominent on cheeks, accompanied by low-grade fever, runny nose, sore throat, and a subsequent lacy maculopapular rash appears on trunk and limbs. Symptoms resolve in about 1 week. Disease in children is also called fifth disease, aplastic anemia. Children with chronic anemias such as sickle cell anemia, thalassemia, and spherocytosis can have transient but severe aplastic anemia when infected with B19 virus. And people with normal red blood cells do not have clinically apparent anemia, although their red blood cell precursors are infected. Fetal infection. If a woman is infected with B19 virus during first or second trimester of pregnancy, virus may cross placenta and infect the fetus. If infection during first trimester occurs, it is associated with fetal death, whereas infection during second trimester leads to hydrops fetalis. Third trimester infection do not result in important clinical findings. Arthritis. B19 infection in adults, especially in women, can cause arthritis involving small joints of hands and feet bilaterally. It resembles rheumatoid arthritis. Chronic B19 infection. People with immunodeficiencies, especially HIV infection, chemotherapy patients, and transplant patients, can have chronic anemia, leukopenia, or thrombocytopenia as a result of B19 virus infection. Laboratory diagnosis. Fifth disease and aplastic anemia usually diagnosed by detecting IgM antibodies. Throat swab for B19 virus isolation, but this is not usually done. In immunocompromised patients, PCR is done because antibodies may not be detectable in these patients. Fetal infection can be determined by PCR analysis of amniotic fluid. Treatment. No specific treatment of B19 infection is available. No vaccine or prophylaxis. Pooled immunoglobulins may have a beneficial effect on chronic B19 infection in immunocompromised patients. Treatment in healthy person is symptomatic non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs used for arthralgias treatment. Transfusions are used to treat transient aplastic crisis.